Right, welcome to another video, and this is a birthday ride. Kilometre 0, just gone 6:30, it's about 6:36, and the sun rises in about half an hour. Yeah, see how much I can do today. Here's coming up to the uni. So hopefully you can hear this quite well. Just gone past the 10-mile mark, 17k almost, and gone down through Gweek. I put my sunnies on for a bit for the descent into Gweek, even though it's still a little bit overcast, because I got a bug in my eye and I didn't want it to happen again. I once again hate disc brakes. Got something in the disc rotors and keeps like ticking and scraping, which is annoying. That never happens with rim brakes, but yeah. Anyway, this is a lovely little bit of route, super nice. So I've got one little climb and then I'm onto the Lizard where it's mostly flat, and then go down to the Lizard point, and then we start phase 2, which is from the Lizard up to well, northwest up to Land's End, and that's where it starts to get spicy. Some big climbs, super fun so far. So this is Goonhilly Earth Station, I think it's called. So there's a bunch of satellite dishes, and it's a pretty cool spot, and it's flat. So I'm at Lizard Point, the southernmost point of the UK, southernmost point of the UK, and yeah, it's really pretty. There's like only 2 people around here. So I'm having my first snack about an hour and 20 minutes into my ride. Done about 21-ish miles. And yeah, the weather seems to be clearing up, but the roads are pretty wet, so I'm pretty caked in mud, but what can you do? I should have brought overshoes really. So 1 hour 53, 52k, pretty good going. Flapjack stop at Spa, and the bike is looking very dirty. Maybe I should have gone with wet lube, but dry lube is what I had on, so I just left it. But yeah, now onto the stretch past St Michael's Mount, then Penzance, and then up to Land's End. Yeah. Overtaken my knee biker. Right, so 2 updates. E-biker dropped me, but I'm gaining on him again on the flat, where I can go a bit faster. And I really need to find some lube for my chain, because it is very squeaky. So yeah, updates. So just gone past St Michael's Mount, now gonna head towards Penzance, and I think I'm gonna see if I can find a bike shop in Penzance where I can steal some lube, or rather borrow some, if that's even possible. I dropped the e-biker on the descent into Marathon. I think that's... Yeah, we're zooming. Right, so I'm at the cycle centre in Penzance, and yeah, my bike is filthy and the chain is rock dry. I have to get some lube. Yeah, let's see if they can help me out. Right, so they didn't have any really small bottles. Smallest they had was this, which we'll just have to do. I'll see if I can fit it in my saddlebag, save me having to just dump it. Perfect. There's not a lot of space in there. Is that gonna fit? Ooh, yes. It fits. Perfect. I did not realise there was this random bit of flat road just coming out of Penzance. I think the last time I came along here, I must have gone a different route and not gone down this road when I thought I did. Yeah, basically flat. Bike is absolutely caked in mud, but the chain is lubed, so that's what matters. Nice smooth pedaling. Downside is my knee is starting to play up again, but I'm just gonna try and keep it easy and hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Now we've got big hill, I'm pretty sure, soon, very soon. The climbing has started. Massive hill. There we are, out of gears and I haven't even started. It's beautiful, but very steep. 30, 14, 15%. 15.7. They see me rolling. Anyway, it's so nice here. There are some like mega luxury houses. Yeah, I've been on some like fairly quiet, I've only had one car pass me, fairly quiet little lanes. Actually surprisingly well surfaced roads, like good condition, which is odd. Beautiful. Anyway, coming on to the last stretch to Land's End. I am zooming. I'm doing 43 k's an hour for like 220 watts. It's a beautiful road. And there we go, Land's End just ahead. Meow. And there we go, Land's End. All right, let's go see the sign, get something to eat, and then head off again. Pretty sick, actually. I need to do a TikTok as well, or rather add to the TikTok that I'm creating. Right, unfortunately, this kiosk, which I've stopped at before to get pasties, is closed. So I cycled past a spa on the way here, so I think I'm just going to stop off at that, because it's the only shop open I've seen around here. I mean, it's like 10:30, surely something should be open. Goodbye Land's End, see you soon. Right, we've got the goods, steak bake, we've got some wine gums, caramel wafer bars, a boost. Yeah, keeping me going. Couldn't find any pasties, which is a shame. Check out the views. Awesome. But this climb's pretty steep. It's got like 2 switchbacks in it. But yeah, it's very nice. Cattle grid. Ooh, that's a very nice cattle grid. So I'm out, I don't actually know exactly where I am, somewhere along the north point of like the Land's End Island. Yeah. Some pretty nice roads, but some very annoying draggy uphills, which just, you go nowhere, but it just doesn't look steep. So you don't know why you're going so slow. But then it turns downhill while it still looks like it's going uphill. It's very confusing. This is an insane spot. Very cool view. It's very windy. I've now got a climb up there, and then it's just like rolling headwind. Rolling hills, sorry. No idea how well you're going to be able to hear this, but yeah. Ugh. So just stopped off at Portreath, have a banana, and now I've got a bit of flat road and then some more hills. So it's now a few days later, I've recovered a bit, and I'm just going to run through what happened after I stopped filming. So when I got to Portreath, I looked at my GoPro after I'd filmed that last clip, and then it said 0%. I was just like, oh, there's no point filming, the GoPro's just going to die halfway through a sentence. I still had 120k to go. It was after I'd stopped at Lidl that I properly started to feel a bit ill and just really exhausted. I'd been eating well, had bananas, donuts, as you saw. So I knew my energy levels were high, so I ended up stopping at St Agnes and got a coffee and a cake and had like a proper decent sized break. Ended up stopping in St Agnes for about half an hour in this lovely coffee shop, and then once I restarted I felt so much better, energy levels are high. I then stopped about 30k later so that I could just top up on fuel and take another little break, because by that point I then started getting hungry again. And that was my last proper stop for the rest of the ride. By this point, I've probably been riding in a headwind for about 50 miles, so I'm kind of fed up of headwind. Dropped down into Padstow and then went along the Camel Trail, so that was a nice little change, a bit of flat road, which is fairly sheltered, but it's more like a crosswind. And then went along the Camel Trail, some nice little gravel segments, and then started climbing out past Bodmin and then towards the top of the Laddock Valley. I stopped a couple of times to refuel. Primarily it was just to eat wine gums, because that was, I think, the only fuel I was going off of really. And then I also stopped at the top of the Laddock Valley to get a Red Bull and then fill up my water as well. And that really gave me an energy boost for the last 30-40k back home. I then ate my final flapjack, which I'd been saving, with about 30k remaining. Anyway, statistics of the route is 280.15 kilometers. Moving time was 9 hours, 51 minutes and 51 seconds. That was kind of a nice coincidence. And then 3,528 meters elevation gain, which is actually really flat for around Cornwall. I've done close to that elevation with about 80-90 kilometers less distance. Strava said that my relative effort was 665, which is higher than my Everesting, which I'm not quite sure how, probably because of the fact that I was pedaling for 9 hours and 16 minutes. And speed and power statistics. So average speed was 28.4 kilometers an hour, average heart rate 155 BPM, which I'm really proud of, because the next one, average power 195 watts for 9 hours, almost 10 hours. I'm really happy with that one. I've done 20 watts less and done 10 BPM more on a previous 100-mile ride. The average cadence was actually surprisingly high at 85 RPM. And calories burned was 6,901 calories, which is pretty mental really. Looking at the power curve, the elapsed average power from the end of the ride was 153 watts, so a bit lower because I took a few breaks along the way. Hope you enjoyed the first half of the ride at least, and hopefully this inspires you to do a nice big epic ride. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to drop a like, and if you want to see some more, then subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you get notified next time. Until next time, see ya.